let's get into the dumb shit. A few weeks ago, I introduced everyone to Tom MacDonald. Everyone is sad that I introduce, and I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of development in the Tom MacDonald universe since a few weeks ago. Mainly that Tom MacDonald came out with the diss track to Mac Lethal. Mac Lethal responded. Tom MacDonald came back at him. I have my thoughts, but I gotta know, how do you feel about this whole diss war?
As far as you know, that's it right now. So Mac has not come back for a second song.
No, and
correct?
he's from the beginning. He said that there's no way there's going to be
a second.
Yeah.
Okay. We discussed how we're all not fans of Tom MacDonald, and it's a shame that I have to say this, but Mac Lethal took the L in this in a purely battle standpoint. Shitty personalities and shitty viewpoints aside, just from a pure battle standpoint, Mac definitely took the loss on it. And one of the reasons is it's just like not a strong diss track. Also, he never like goes into the reasons we all find problems with Tom MacDonald of the kind of this the raps that are leading to that are promoting. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just the
racist rhymes.
That's it. The racist rhymes. I have so many words to say that it frustrates me that none come out. But yeah, these garbage racist rhymes. He didn't go into that. Mac didn't go into that. He kind of just kept talking about how like he wrestled and he wore spandex and he like looked like a girl or something, and like
that was
it seemed like it just seemed like he missed a grand opportunity. I mean, I know Mac Lethal to be able to rap words together, and I feel like he's clever enough that he could have done something with that, but he just kind of didn't. And then the Tom MacDonald's second diss track was just kind of like it was very obvious that one was a better diss track.
I can't see it.
So you think Mac Lethal won?
I would say so, and I'll lay out a few quick bullet points as to why.
Okay.
And this is something I've argued with people about a lot, but I think if you diss someone, first of all, you gotta have a good beat. There's millions of people that disagree with me, but to me, Ether, automatic loss, because it's like a F- beat, and among other things. But a lot of people don't agree with that. But he said that it was an original flip of the sample is like Funky Worm by Ohio Players.
Yeah.
But to me, it just sounded kind of like the same as the Exhibit song, like Shrooms.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure what was up with that. But either way, that's like one of my favorite B beats of all time. But like, and now we're going to get into some, maybe sounding like an old man shit. But like, I feel like any rhymes delivered in the style of like, yeah, la 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 la, yeah. Like I feel like they don't count as diss rhymes. Like I feel like they're just like they're just you like singing about your man, like singing a song.
Isn't that what beef really is? Is just singing about your man?
Yeah. As Necro says, he's like, I would never get in a diss war because it's kind of like you're in a love romance.
Oh man,
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he flipped everything Tom MacDonald had to say, and I feel like Tom MacDonald didn't flip anything in either diss.
Mhm.
Like each disc just kind of seemed like the first disc, and like there's no rebuttals or responses. And lastly, I don't know how strongly I hold to this, but like, do you remember like those books, Sarah and The Heart is Deceitful Above All Things?
No.
Okay, these two weird novels, and the woman that wrote them was like pretending they were not novels, and this was a real story about this real dude that never actually existed.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, but that's neither here nor there. It's just a weird backstory. But like in this novel, Sarah, there's like two like human trafficking guys, and the villain of the book is the worst human trafficking guy, and the hero is the slightly less bad human trafficking guy. And like I kind of thought that like Mac Lethal might be the man for the job, in that he's like almost as dumb as Tom MacDonald. Like we need someone like that to like talk in like a language that like these kind of like brain dead 19-year-olds on YouTube can understand.
Well, see, I think I was rooting for Mac. I was really hoping that he would be the guy that would be able to pull that off. And I feel like he just missed the mark so much. Like the beat, definitely good, but like it just seemed like not tight. Like I just was like very underwhelmed with it. And then like the first Tom MacDonald one was definitely a lot of the singing that you were mentioning. The second one, there is elements of that, but then there's just like other just kind of like disses. And I just felt it was like a more effective. It just seemed like he was ready with the second one from the jump. And so I don't know. I'm not I really wish I didn't feel this way, but I say that Mac Lethal lost this one. I just can't see it, unfortunately.
I feel what you're saying. Like I do think it's definitely a mistake to not come back with a second disc. Like, you know, I watch all of these like Grind Time and like King of the Dot Smack DVD battles and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times like it'll end up going more than the 3 rounds it's supposed to. And like one dude will be like, "Wait, I didn't agree to this," or whatever, and it's like, who cares? Like you should just have like, you know, like endless.
You should just be ready. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like if someone says you guys should keep rapping and then you don't, I feel like you kind of like or you don't have anything, like you kind of lost, you know?
Yeah.
Did you peep any of these Snack the Ripper Mad Child battles or diss tracks?
Did we watch a few last time we were at Brendan's in Kingston?
I'm sure.
I think that's the last that I had seen, because it seemed like they were going back and forth. You were saying really fast, like they were knocking out these videos at a lightning pace back and forth.
Yeah, I feel like each man had 3, and in their case it was like both like what looked like pretty big budget videos, and like and they're all like every bar addresses like, you know, the last rhyme that they probably heard for the first time like 3 hours before they started the song. And like in that case it was just like they were both eventually like, well, we can't just spend the rest of our life doing this. But like, yeah, I feel like if you're gonna go to war, you can't be like, no, my one diss track is good. There's no need to respond to round 2.
I don't know. I mean, listeners, check it out for yourself. There is what's the easiest way? I guess what you just search probably just search Mac Lethal Tom MacDonald diss and Tom MacDonald Mac Lethal diss, and then you'll get all of them very quickly on YouTube.
See, we need to tag Snack the Ripper into this. As a Canadian, he would have to feel obligated to set this Canadian goofus straight.
Well, maybe we can just tag him on Facebook and he'll check it out, and then he'll get caught in the loop. Maybe he's not aware of this diss, and then he could be like, "Oh, fuck Tom MacDonald," and then we can get the battle that we were really wanting. We need somebody to take down Tom MacDonald, and I feel like Mac seemed like the perfect choice. It seemed on paper like it was going to be a fun time, and for me, it was not the listen I wanted it to be.
Fuck.